Tell us about your start there, John. You were at school. What were you studying, and how did you get into the business of making school software?
Yeah, uh, I studied. My background is in biological sciences. I studied microbiology at a university called Moi. It's in the Rift Valley side of the country, the western side. But I had a passion in programming and software, so I took throughout my campus years, I taught myself how to code. Yeah, so that was the beginning of BigBrainz. It didn't have a name then in my campus room. I used to make just simple softwares for students and help them with their assignments. But I knew this will transition into a business that I want to do.
You're not going to tell us that you started in a garage, did you?
No, it was in my campus room, in my campus dorm.
Okay, very good. So you have a family, correct? Tell us a little bit about your family.
Yeah, I have a family. 30 years old. I'm married to my campus sweethearts. We finished school together. We have one kid called Nadia. She's 4 years old. We're expecting another baby soon in April. Yeah, April. We'll be having our second one.
Oh, great, great. Okay, it seems to be some sort of thing going around. When you become a CBA entrepreneur, you start to develop a family. We got another guy in Nairobi who suddenly has 3 children, and he was not even married when we started with him. Okay, so you're doing school software. You're a microbiology student. In Kenya, do you get to choose your major at school, or is it a lottery and you ended up in microbiology by accident?
I didn't end up by accident. I applied for that course. I knew I wanted to do something with genetics or something, and that was the easiest. That was what I could do, so that on my master's I do something that I specialize in. But with the Kenyan situation, I got disappointed when I went to school. Like this being a biological science course, you expect it to be more hands-on, and I found that it wasn't hands-on. So I looked at what hands-on thing can I do, and I had a computer, and that was the easiest way to do something. And I fell in love with code because actually I got introduced to computers first when I was in campus. Because in my primary and high school, I didn't do computers.
How did you get started with school software? If I understand correctly, the BigBrainz has a software product called DigiSchool. And
yes.
School is a school management software platform. How did you get started with school software? Why school software?
I stumbled on it by accident. A friend of mine who was running a school, we have a ministry called the Navigators. It's a Christian ministry. I don't know if you have heard about them. So there is one of our mentors who's called Tom Owar, was running a school for his mother-in-law, and they were making losses severally. They couldn't account for anything. So he asked me if I can design something for him. I did it as a, by the way, as a one-time thing, and he recommended it to the next person. Then I actually saw there is a niche in this business because no one was doing it as a business, or just doing it as a by the way thing that they can earn a few shillings and head out.
So do I understand correctly then the Navigators were the seed to starting your software?
Yes.
Wow, okay, that's great. So are you selling software then to who? Who's buying, where is your software being distributed? What level of school, high schools, colleges, kindergartens, what?
Our software runs from kindergarten to college, but we started with the primary school level because we realized that was a market that was completely ignored. There was a level of automation of management system with schools, but most of this was with high schools. For the primary school and the kindergarten level, they didn't have nothing at all. Some were using manual books, or some were using Excel, and you can't get very good reports from such consoles. So we decided to concentrate on the primary schools. We specifically target low-income private schools. Because dealing with the government schools, which are many, will have been better, but there is a lot of corruption involved for you to sign a deal. So we wasted a lot of money and time on the first year trying to sign government schools, and we decided to settle on low-income private schools.
And how many schools are your customers now?
We have almost 50 schools currently spread across the country.
So how many users of your software?
We have over 15,000 users.
15,000. And tell me a little bit about your business model. Who's paying for the software? Do they license it, or is it on your servers? How does that work?
So currently we operate a SaaS model, software as a service. whereby it's the schools who pays us, but we bill them based on the number of students. So we have an agreement with schools whereby what we ask for, they put it on their fee structure. So the parents get to pay for it through the school. Then we collect the money from the school.
So do the parents actually use the system then?
Yes, the system also has a parents portal whereby the parents can be able to see the grades of the child, the attendance register, homeworks, any other communication they'll want to do with the school. We have both a web app and a mobile app for that.
So it is the official secure portal for many of these schools.
Yes, actually, once a school have DigiSchool, they don't need to have any other software. From their management to the academics to their finances to transport management to their payroll to returning of their taxes. It's one ERP to manage every facet of the school.
Wow, and you're seeing a lot of interest in now. Is the word getting out between schools?
Yes, now it's very good. I like the first 2 years where we really struggled to sign up clients. Even today, there was a referral which was done. I was even meeting somebody over lunch over it, and she has over 5 schools. So we just signed 5 more schools today.
Wow,
Yeah.
Okay, great, congratulations on that. Now, you want to say it's all because of hard work or good timing or your involvement with CBA, but you did have some good measure of outside success or luck, however you want to call it at the beginning. You were on a game show like the Shark Tank, is that right?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
We apart from CBA, CBA was the first people to believe in my business. Actually, I remember the loan that really helped me to push DigiSchool. Then it was called Slater. Finishing from campus, I realized that the biggest problem we'll have is capital. Starting a business, you need capital. What I had was the software, but now the marketing bits and everything will need money. I applied for so many other things. Among them was Lions Den. KCB Lions Den is a program like Shark Tank, whereby you pitch your idea to investors, and if they believe in your idea, they buy you in. They buy into your company.
You had one of
Yes.
the guys on the Shark Tank board, Chris Sananu, who's a senior executive and investor in Kenya, is now part of our investment team in BigBrainz, and he's on the board with myself on the BigBrainz team. But you had an unfair advantage on the Shark Tank entrepreneur game, didn't you?
Yeah, I had unfair advantage.
What was it?
Should I call it unfair advantage or earlier preparation?
Tell us what your advantage was, why you won it so easily.
Yeah, what separated me from the rest was my business plan. Because when I was going to the Shark Tank, I didn't have sales. Apart from the passion and the software, I only had 2 clients. But my business plan showed the roadmap of what this company is going to be.
And that business built after the CBA workshop.
Yes. So I used the same business plan that I had used for CBA to win to bring CBA on board. It's the same business plan I submitted. It had a clear road. Actually, the same business plan I use up to today to see where I'm going and where it's coming back. So I think that separated me from the rest.
And didn't you also win another prize from using that same business plan?
Yes, I also won another prize. There is this African billionaire called Tony Elumelu. He invests in 1,000 Africans every year. And on its second year, I also submitted that. And I won a grant, which also really helped the business.
But okay, so last year was kind of tough though, right? Those are all nice stories to get started, money coming in from everywhere, you got a business plan. Last year though, we were way off plan, right? Because of the virus.
Last year started way good. The first 2 months, actually, had it continued to have been better, but the sales we made the first 2 months were able to sustain us for over 8 months. So it was good. But we had to downscale, but it really helped. It was really hard due to Corona. Our main clients are schools, and schools were closed. So
hard to do business when your customers aren't there. So how many staff do you have now, and what do we look ahead for in 2021? What's the highlight?
Currently, we have 5 staff, plus me included. I have a business development manager who's in charge for looking for new business apart from DigiSchool. We have a system implementer and also a trainer who does support. We have somebody in the office who is involved in marketing and doing calls and doing the office admin stuff. Then we also have several partnerships with other companies who want to resell some of our products.
Okay, and now that the schools are back in and you've sold 5 schools today, what's happening? What's a big highlight of the year? Anything you're looking forward to? You think this is going to be a new direction for us, or some new partnership, or what?
I usually like to focus on one thing at a time. This year, I really want to focus on partnership. I've realized I can do more with people who are like-minded rather than doing it by myself. So if I can be able to bring other people on board who can reach markets that I can't reach, then it's a no-brainer. We are going to grow faster than if it's only us pushing the business for ourselves.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, thank you, John. And what I want to do is just open it, if you don't mind, for a couple of questions from the team on the call. If anyone has a question related to the software or the business or the background for John, just speak up. Just unmute your microphone, say your name, and then the question, and then we'll let John answer.
Also, so I'm saying I'm blurry. We don't have electricity in the house. I'm using a torch from my phone and my laptop.
Yeah, I got your WhatsApp, and I was like freaked out. It's like no electricity and no internet. It's like, ah.
So I'm just
glad you managed.
I'm tethering from my phone.
Yeah, it looks a little bit dark out there.
Yeah, it's dark.
Okay, any questions for John?
Jonathan here. I'm just wondering, how many small private schools are there in Kenya, and is that a big market still to go at, or are you getting saturated in that part of the market?
We have over 60,000 private schools, and none of the school management markets, no one has 10% market share. No company has even 10% market share.
All right, so there's lots of upside. Great.
Yeah, there is. The cake is too big for everyone. It's not even saturated. No one has even 10% market share. That's what we are trying to achieve, just to have even 10% market share.
Okay, good question. Other questions?
Hey, John, Bernard here. So did you start us all from scratch, and how many people actually working on developing the product?
I did it on scratch by myself at the beginning, but now as it's growing is when I'm bringing other people on board. Yeah, so I built every single line of code by myself over a period of now almost 5 years.
And you were talking about partnerships, right, and reaching schools, but I guess you're looking at partnerships for developing the product as well?
We're also looking for partnership. What we've been trying to control is our intellectual property. In Kenya, even the biggest problem for me to hire developers is people come, work for you for 3 months, steal your IP, go do the same thing. So I've been trying to put it close to heart and training people that I can trust, and not just bring someone in 3 months later, he's doing a competing product, and there is nothing you can do. The laws, even if they work, take forever. So it becomes very difficult.
Okay.
Thank you.
The landscape is very different from Europe in Kenya, especially when it comes to IP protection.
Right.
Okay, well, thanks. We're looking for some real success. And it was a hard time last year, and praise the Lord, the schools are so excited. And so I'd say let's hope and pray that that continues through this year, and we wish you every success. I think everyone here does.